Let's dive into this whole mess about gaming YouTubers who seem to care more about racking up clicks than actually playing or enjoying the games they talk about. You've probably seen it yourself. Channels that hype up every new release like it's the greatest thing ever, only for players to discover the game's a buggy, uninspired disaster. Take those partner gaming channels tied to companies like Game Mill, for example. They'll go on and on about how amazing and fun these titles are, plastering their videos with over-the-top enthusiasm. But then you boot up the game yourself, and it's a clunky mess. Crashes every 5 minutes, controls that feel like they were designed by a toddler, and levels that look like someone hit copy-paste on a generic template. It's not hard to see through the act once you've been burned a few times. Then there's the type who don't even bother showing real gameplay anymore. Instead of sitting down, playing the game, and giving you an honest take, they churn out these 30-second shorts, little snippets of character interactions or cutscenes ripped straight from Marvel rivals, DreamWorks Kart Racers, Nickelodeon Kart Racers, or Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1 and 2. It's like they're mining for clicks, not sharing a love for gaming. They're not exploring mechanics, not talking about what makes the game tick. They're just tossing out bait, hoping you'll bite. Compare that to actual gamers on YouTube, the ones who pour hours into a title no matter the genre, whether it's some obscure indie gem or a AAA blockbuster. Those creators geek out over details, share their frustrations, and celebrate the wins because they genuinely care. The trend chasers? They're just hopping from one hype train to the next, no passion required. And it gets worse. Some of these click-hungry YouTubers build echo chambers to shield the devs handing them free codes. You'll see them defending every glitch and half-baked feature like it's a masterpiece, brushing off criticism with "you just don't get it" or "give it time." Meanwhile, they're stealing ideas left and right, movesets, roster wishlists, even reporting on leaks just to be the first in line for those sweet, sweet views. It's not about creativity, it's about being the loudest in the room. Fans call it out sometimes, but the loyalists, they stick around, parroting whatever the YouTuber says, trapped in this weird confirmation bias loop where the game's either perfect or trash based on whatever narrative's being pushed. That brings us to how they exploit fanbases. Sonic fans? Some creators milk them dry. Endless speculation videos, rehashing the same talking points, knowing the diehards will click every time. Nintendo fans get it too. Slap Mario on a thumbnail or avatar, and it's instant bait, even if the channel barely touches those games. It's not about caring, it's about reeling in the audience. Nickelodeon fans, especially the younger ones, are prime targets. Impressionable, eager to latch onto whatever's being hyped. These YouTubers feed them lines about how great or terrible a game is, and the kids parrot it back without a second thought. Leaving those fanbases would tank their channels. So they keep pretending, faking enthusiasm to keep the clicks rolling. Then there's the creepy stuff, like chatting with fans to seem like their buddy. It's manipulative, building this fake bond so viewers feel invested. Some even take it further, encouraging fans to view bomb rival channels. They'll say, "Hey, go click on their videos and bounce, it'll mess with their algorithm." Or they'll push mass reporting to silence critics. It's scummy, turning fans into tools for their own gain. And when viewers don't stick with content they actually enjoy, these creators wonder why their channels fizzle out. Maybe it's because people can smell the inauthenticity a mile away. Nobody wants to watch someone who's just phoning it in. Counterarguments pop up though. Some might say, "Hey, these YouTubers are just playing the game. YouTube's algorithm rewards short, punchy content over long gameplay vids." Fair point. 30-second shorts might just be them adapting to what works. Others could argue burnout's a factor. Constantly churning out videos, keeping up with trends, dealing with entitled fans, it's exhausting. Maybe they start cutting corners because they're fried, not because they don't care. And the free codes? They're just perks of the job, defenders might say. Why wouldn't they take the deal and say nice things? Plus, not every idea theft is intentional. Gaming communities overlap, and roster ideas or leak reports aren't exactly patented. Still, there's shady stuff that's harder to justify. Buying views and subscribers? It's obvious when a channel suddenly spikes with 10 subs at once or racks up insane views on a video that's as generic as they come. Like sand on a beach, nothing stands out. Algorithm abuse is real too. Gaming the system with clickbait titles, spammy tags, or fake engagement. At the end of the day, the contrast is stark. Creators who live for gaming versus those who just see it as a paycheck. One group's building something real, win or lose. The other's chasing a hollow numbers game, leaving fans burned and channels dead when the trends dry up.